All right, so now I'm going to duplicate this one again because I want to have it lay for another idea. And I'll put it underneath and I'll hide it and I'll select this. There we go. Great. Now I have this idea because of something you said about making it look more like air. So there are a lot of filters in Photoshop and you can make your artwork really ugly and horrible with them. But there are some things in here that you can do that are enhancing as well if you know how to use them right. And one of them I want to look at here, which I rarely get to do, is called... No, it's a way of bending the pixels. I have to just remember the name because I don't use it a lot. Distort polar coordinates. That's it. Let's see if this works. Or spherize. No, polar coordinates, I think. So I'm going to choose this one. I don't get to use this much. Polar coordinates. Yep. And
sweet.
This is some crazy stuff here. So what this is doing is taking the artwork and trying to make it round. So it's rectangular, and I'm trying to bend it. And this does not seem to have like a lot of control here. I just zoomed out. There's a little zoom in, zoom out right there. See that?
Yeah, yeah.
And if I go polar to rectangle, I'm not so into that. But this is kind of what I was thinking. So that's one way you could do it. We'll just take a look at it, and we'll save this recording. Command T.
So when you record, it's recording what you're doing on the screen as well?
Yeah, and yeah, it's recording this whole thing. So I'm going to go ahead and now scale it again. Edit scale. So edit transform scale. And I'll just drag it in, make it fit. That could be cool. I don't know how well that's going to work with the type, but I do like it. Okay, so now I'm going to take this layer and hide it under this and show you one more squishy one, okay? So I'm going to take... I'm actually going to use the orange one here. So I'm going to bring this orange one up and duplicate it again. What am I doing? Duplicate it again. And hide it. Hide it, and show a. This comes up and shows. Bonk. Alright. Now this next one is called Liquify. It is a filter also.
I've used that sometimes.
Filter...
Yeah. Liquify, right there.
I forgot how to read. Okay, there it is. Liquify. I'm going to take this. These are different tools here on the left.
So
this one is the, if you hover over here, it tells you the names. Forward warp. There's no backward warp, but backward means undo in here. So I'm going to take this. Okay, my brush is a little small. I'm going to undo.
Oh, cool.
I'm going to make the brush bigger. Now the brush is way too big, 3,900 pixels, 751. So I can guess maybe about 100 might be a good size. Yeah, that looks good. You can bend it. Now, like I said, you can really easily just make this look trashy.
Yeah.
So I'm going to undo a few steps. And then I'm going to try
see, I would
moving in one movement like that. I don't like it at all, but that's something you might want to play around with. You could just kind of... Oh, now it looks like lips.
Yeah.
All right, so that's something to keep in mind later.
Something to keep in mind, but yeah, not for this piece.
I'm not so into it, so I'm going to click cancel. All right.
Okay.
One thing more I want to show you on this, because I think that's kind of a lot, is to make this edge look softer here, if you wanted to. I would come to the eraser tool, even though I don't really condone a lot of erasing, and I'll tell you why as we move forward, but I'm going to make this smaller and stave off the opacity here, the opacity. And I'm just going to lighten this edge up a little, make the brush smaller, lighten that edge up.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, so it's less
abrupt.
Yeah.
So now if you look at what that edge looks like without the white background, you can see where the transparent pixel logic comes in, because it makes it easy for you to see when you are doing something semi-transparent what is showing and what is not. So if I put this layer back on, that's pretty cool. And oh yeah, one last one here. This is really going to be the last one. Okay, and that is, I'm going to hide this layer and bring this one back up to the top and show it.
And that's our original.
This is the original. I'm going to show it, and I'm going to make another duplicate of it, and you can have this file to play around with. And I'm going to, on this layer, just take a eraser to it, showing the white background, and Like, that could be it, and that's done.
Yeah.
You know? So, that's the lesson for today. I think we're going to call it done for now. I'm going to go ahead and stop the recording.